It's Spotlight Saturday on It Sparkles blog, and we're at VIP Body Lounge with Lakeshia Calvin. So stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Lakeshia Calvin, and I am the owner of VIP Body Lounge. This is my fourth year in business. This is a health and wellness beauty spa. The services that I offer here are non surgical body contouring. I offer HD teeth whitening. I also offer ionic foot detox, which can come with a massage as well. I also offer tooth gems. We do wood therapy here, which helps to break down the fat. It helps with cellulite and also it gets the lymphatic system going. If you had surgery, it's also good for that to kind of help with the swelling and everything. I also offer body ice sculpting, which is another form of non invasive body sculpting as well. It is a blend of herbs that I freeze and it sends the body into thermogenesis. And so, it's once the body goes into a thermogenesis shock, the body tries to heat up. And so, what it does is it breaks the fat cells down. It also is good to kind of help reduce the water weight. Another services that I offer is vaginal rejuvenation. And what that service does is for women after we have children, sometimes we have issues with incontinence. The uterus does not go back like it was before we once had the child. And so, what that service does is it helps to tighten and tone and strengthen the uterus. So, for instance, just say if you laugh or sneeze and you may pee a little bit, that service helps with that. And so, what it does is it strengthens the uterus. And so, it stimulates all of the collagen in the uterus to try to help contract those muscles so you don't have that issue anymore. And another service here that I offer is yoni steams. I offer yoni steams for women. It's good for if you're trying to conceive, if you have fertility issues, if you're having issues with fibroids, if you have issues with endometriosis, PCOS, um, if you just want to come and do a mother daughter steam, I offer a gentle blend of herbs for teenagers as well. Also, after your monthly cycle, I have a blend of herbs to kind of help get that additional. We'll do an additional cleansing as well after the end of the monthly cycle. Also, men can steam as well. It's called a ligum steam. With the ligum steam for men, the benefits are if you have issues with just say ED, it helps with that. If you have issues with hemorrhoids, it helps with that. Also, men, if you're having issues with low sperm count, I have a blend of herbs that can help you also increase the sperm count as well.
Hey, it's Spotlight Saturday on It Sparkles blog, and I'm with Lakeshia Calvin, owner of VIP Body Lounge. So tell me more about yourself.
My name is Lakeshia Calvin. I am the owner of this establishment. I offer a different variety of services for men and women. I have been in business this year makes four years for me. This is my fourth year in business. What made me wanted to get off into body sculpting is a few years back, probably about I'm gonna say 23 because my son will be 23 this year. So after I had my son, I wanted to have surgery. I wanted to have a tummy tuck. And so the doctors that I went to at the time, they was like, I really didn't have like a lot of fat or basically I didn't need the surgery is what I was told. So anyway, as years went by, I had another child, and so I was really insecure about my body. So I started looking into other options outside of services. I mean, surgery that you can do to kind of go back and achieve the look that I had prior to having children. So I found a place on Cantrell, cannot think of the name of it, but I had some body sculpting done. I did some services there. They were like $2,200, and so I went and had a couple of sessions. I believe like 6 sessions. I was happy with the results, but I still wanted the look I had prior to the children. So I went out and did some other research with Dr. Suzanne Yee and got some we did consultation. I wanted cool sculpting, and she told me I wasn't a good candidate because I would still have loose skin. So anyway, years went on, and I actually saw this trending in Atlanta. So my mentor, Miss Sabrina, I was started following her. I want to say maybe around 2020 12, I started following Miss Sabrina out of Atlanta. And so I'm noticing that the body contouring business is starting to grow. And so at that point, it's growing in Atlanta, but it's slow here in Arkansas. And I'd already did my body sculpting here. I want to say probably back in like 2010 when I went to the place off of Cantrell and spent the 2200. So it was not really moving here. And so I'm watching her, I'm inboxing her because at this point I'm interested. I want to see like how can I get off into this. I want to do it for myself, but also offer it to other women because as women, when we have children, you know, we don't, that's one of our biggest insecurities is our body,
Right.
our stomachs, things just don't, it doesn't go back the way that it was prior to us having children.
Right.
And so reached out to Miss Sabrina. I went out to Atlanta, took her class, and did my certification in the body contouring. I did the certification in the non-invasive butt enhancement and breast enhancement. So after I did that, sat on the certifications for like 3 or 4 years, didn't do nothing. So after a while, I'm noticing probably prior to COVID, maybe around 2018. Yeah, 2018, 2019, I'm starting to see a few people pop up here with the body sculpting. And so the first person I believe I saw was for Tiffany Cook. She had, I want to say, it was it Vixen, Body by Vixen or something. But she was the first person that I saw. I'm not saying that she is the first person. She was the first person that I seen Black-owned business that was offered to body sculpting, and she was doing really good. She had women coming from Texas and other places to come and get the services. And so I'm sitting back like, girl, you sitting on these certifications. And so I waited and then I went back. I think that's 2018. So 2021, flew back out to Atlanta, paid again with Sabrina to do the certification again. And so this time I did the certification in February of 21. June of 21, I signed the lease on this space and then started renovating the building. Didn't have a blueprint, didn't have a clue on what I was doing. This was my first brick and mortar business. I have had businesses in the past, but they were online businesses. But this was my first hands on. So I came in here and I tore this Kelly commercial property up. I had a guy come in with a crowbar who knocked down the wrong wall. I went through 4 contractors. It took about 5 months to put this together. But in the end, I ended up with 3 Hispanic females who came and fixed this building within a month. I mean, they came behind those other 4 male contractors that tore my stuff up. But those 3 Hispanic females, they came in here with some jeans, shellac nails, and a thong, and they got my place together. Devin Hall and his brother, I want to say it was David with him. Devin and David did my floors for me, and they did a really great job because the floors are what makes my space pop. Like the floors just give it life. But even with that, we got it together. So I went back in February of 22, did a refresher course. And so, yeah, I had my grand opening and I just wanted to do something that makes people feel good. And so not only for women, but body sculpting is also for men as well. We have men that are also insecure about their bodies as well. So the services that I offer, I cater to women, but it is all services are unisex services. Everything that I offer is unisex, all the way down from the body sculpting to the steams that I offer for the yoni steams for women and the ligum steams for men. Everything is unisex. So we didn't leave you out, fellas.
Didn't leave y'all out now. So what inspired you to start your business? I do remember you saying that you did your classes and then you're like, I need to stop sitting on this. And then you got back out there. So what inspired you to start in the first place to just get to going?
Me, just being insecure with my body. Like when we have children, it's like people tell us like post pregnancy weight is like we look good, but then after we have the baby and everything, it's like we want to go back
Back
to
to how we
us.
did.
Yes.
Look.
And so we get stuck in, caring for the
Right.
baby, and life is just steady moving on. And the
Right.
next thing like depression sets in because we're not happy with what we see in the mirror. And
Right.
so I'm my biggest insecurities is my body. And
Mhm.
even though people may say, "Oh, you're pretty," or "You look good," I don't feel it. So, I just wanted to do something that I knew was safe.
Right.
It's FDA approved. There's no downtime, and a lot of people, surgery at one point, honey, during COVID was trending, baby. I mean, they was getting them bodies
Everybody
like
was getting their bodies
like
done.
they was going to the hair store. Like I'm talking about, you get a booty, you get a booty. Like booties was
Yes,
trending.
it was. It really was.
It was trending, and so and then some people want it, but they can't afford it.
Right.
So with these services here, you can come and get
Right.
something, and you don't have to worry about being cut on, the swellingness. You don't have to worry
Yeah.
about infection or anything. So it may be a longer process, but it's safe.
Right.
And then too, it gives you the opportunity. I feel like if it's something you really want, you're gonna work hard
Right.
for
You're
it.
gonna want to. Yeah.
And so the way that we do it, when I meet someone and we go through a consultation, and I say, well, okay, what are your goals? Like, what are you trying to achieve?
Right.
And so we figure out a plan that, one, this is what I can help you with. This is what I can do. But what are
Right.
you willing to do to help me help you?
Right.
Because you have to also do the work too.
Right.
And so, my whole thing is, why go up under the knife when you could come up under the light?
Right.
The light
Just
is
take a little
safer.
longer, but you're safe.
It's safer. It's easier to do. And sometimes it can be a little quicker. It just depends on everybody's body is different.
Right.
But yeah, I just want to help people feel good, and when someone comes in here, even if they just buy a waist trainer, just
Right.
to see the smile on their face when they put that waist
Right.
trainer on,
Right.
and they see their little waist come back and everything,
Like,
that
okay.
makes me feel
Right.
good. Like, girl, you better work.
Right. Work it, honey. So how do you attract and retain your clients? Like,
So what I do is I do a lot of social media posts, and at one point I was really bad on social media. Oh my God. But I need social media for the people. But I do a lot of social media posts. My friend girl Idris at one point, she was working at 92.3. So
good.
that was good traction for me too,
Right.
because she was also posting and helping me market my business. So I have a lot of friends, thankfully, that actually support and help market my business as well.
Right.
A lot of other business owners that send me customers.
Right.
So word of mouth lately has been my traction.
Yeah, and that's always good.
Yes. And so what I try to do when people come in is I try to send, text or whatever, like I'm real bad with the phone. But when I think about it, I will just send a text like, hey, how you doing? How's your day going, or whatever. So yeah, social media. My friends, like I say, they help boost post and market my business, and then when customers come in, I just try to build a good rapport with them.
That's good. So how can we follow you? Like, where's your page? Are you on Facebook, Instagram, and what's your tag?
So I am on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and so it's under VIP Body Lounge.
VIP Body Lounge, y'all.
Yeah, so it's VIP Body Lounge for all three: the Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Okay. So follow her, you guys.
Yes.
Are there any tips that you can give for business owners out there? Have you had any challenges that we need to know about behind the scenes?
Yes, I would say have a business plan. Have a business plan, have a budget, and stick to it.
Right.
My biggest mistake going into this is I didn't have a plan.
Just went right in.
I went right in head first, and I didn't have a budget. And so I went way over budget. Like, and make sure that you're dealing with people that are just credible people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we will go and reach for these people that have a following, and we think that they have the motion and they can help us. Well, when it comes down to it, they don't know what the hell they doing.
Right.
And so I had that experience, right. As like I said, with the contractors, I had that experience, and I spent way more than what I should have spent, right, with getting this together. Yeah. But it was about lesson. But make sure you have a business plan, a budget, and get with someone that's actually going to sit with you and help you when you put this together. Look at your budget, get your business, get right with a good bank that's going to help you within the first 90 days to get business funding. Get with someone that's going to help you build your business credit. And those were things that I didn't do in the beginning because I'm cashing out for everything.
Right.
And so
you was trying to get it done, honey.
yes. And so just because I had the money, I'm like, I'm just paying for this, I'm paying for that. But had I just used my business credit and build my business credit,
right.
I could have been letting the credit pay for all of this instead of me spending my money out of pocket.
Right. So y'all better listen now.
Yes.
Have a plan. Have a business
Definitely
plan.
have a plan. Yes.
Okay, so what do you think is the most significant challenge in small business today? You got to have this plan, but sometimes people will have a plan and then things just start happening and then they don't have anything to fall on.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things like COVID, that really was like, oh my God, what we gonna do? And then now people still don't have their business back. So what do you think will help like prevent things like that? As far as things falling apart unexpectedly.
I would say make sure that you're pouring back into your business. If you're making money, always set something to the side for a rainy day, because if something does happen, you do have a nest egg. And also, if your business is set up right, pass the LLC.
Right.
If you have your unemployment state ID and everything, a lot of people just go and get the LLCs and business license and stop there.
Right.
But no, if you have your state ID and you're paying yourself or whatever. So I have my business set up to where I get a W-2 for my business, and I also get a W-2 for myself as an employee.
Okay.
So if my business, if we were to have another, which I pray we don't, but if we were to have a pandemic today, I can get business unemployment and I also can get unemployment for myself.
Yourself. Right.
And a lot of people don't have their business set up structured correctly. So if that does happen, they're just out of money.
Right.
But if you're set up properly, you can go down to unemployment and show, hey, you've been paying into this as an owner and as an employee.
Right.
So now you get the benefits where you can sit back and now you got your money coming back to you while you try to figure something else out.
Yes.
So I agree. It all goes back to setting up the business properly.
Right. Because I'm at the beginning stages. So I am in that process of getting those things. And they did send me that form. So I'm like, yep, let me go and get that together.
Fill it out.
So we are growing. So I appreciate those tips. I heard you say you do provide services for the men. So what all does that include?
So for the men, I would say the most popular service that I have for the men is the ionic foot detox. And so what that foot detox does is it pulls all the toxins from through the feet. All your major nerve endings are in your feet. And so the guys, they come and they get that service. And with that, I do a foot massage with reflexology. And so that's one of the most popular services for them. Now, the next thing is teeth whitening. I do teeth whitening.
Y'all.
Yes, I do teeth whitening. So I do the teeth whitening, and I've kind of switched up my technique, and I have been getting much better results. I'm talking about, baby, when you get up out that chair, you got some veneers.
Oh, Lord. We need to see about that.
Yes, I'm talking about it's serving. So those two services right there are my most popular services with the guys, is the foot detox with the massage. Yes, they love the massage. I mean, I haven't had a person come in here yet that didn't fall asleep on me.
Lord, is that good?
They go to sleep.
So men, y'all hear that now. Y'all better come see her. And what's the address to your business?
So the address is 11715 Rainwood Road, Suite A8, and that's A is an apple, number 8. I am in the Green Mountain Plaza next to Purple Rose beauty hair store. Goodfellas Barbershop is right across from me, and next to me also is a cellular repair store.
Okay, y'all. Well, thank you for sitting with me today
on
It Sparkles Vlog. It's Spotlight Saturday, so we will see y'all next time.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.